You guys remember how last week Sam opened the episode and he ate a bunch of a whole bag of Sour Patch Kids? Before the show today, Sam said that he was shitting himself for days. Welcome to Genius Bar, everybody.
You can't expose me.
Welcome to the show, Genius Bar 60. I want to play music, but I don't have music anymore because it's all voicemails.
Music.
Okay, thank you.
But this is the end of the episode. This
yeah, you
wasn't
can't
the
do
end
that. They just heard
and
that
we'll
song.
See you guys.
You can't do that.
Yeah, well, that you said play music. That's what
like cooler songs.
What do you want? What do you want? Okay. That's the three horses.
Sam, I need you to step it up because my soundboard is just full of voicemails now. So I need you to make up for what I would have done before, like the Price is Right theme.
I've been like thinking about it for weeks about how I need to update the soundboard. You know, because I was like, we should get some clips of like Luke Miani saying things and like Renee Ritchie and like other guests like Brian Tong. Like we should get those sound bites of them because that would be fun and it would add texture, as we call it in the biz, to the show. Yeah. Texture. So yeah, how was your week, man? Did you have a good week, man?
No, we're not going to do that here. We don't do that on Genius Bar. We don't. That's cheap. We don't go, hey, how was your week to start the show? People don't care how our week was.
Can we ask Apple how their week was?
Yeah, we can ask Apple. Go ahead.
Hey, Apple, how was your week? Let's see what they have to say.
Was it terrible? I don't remember really any news happening this week.
We both are like, what happened? When was our last show?
Look at that.
All the Apple Watch
stuff.
There
was some news, I suppose.
Oh, you wanted to talk about this, I know. Apple updates Final Cut with Mac Studio improvements. And you said, Sam, I watched a video. Apparently it's not faster.
Yeah, I texted you and said, hey, this is the big update that we all wanted. Is it better? Because I just spent all my money on a Mac Studio with the M1 Ultra, and it's really looking like the M1 Ultra doesn't count.
It does count. It's just basically the same as before, I think. I mean, I've noticed...
Why are you so zoomed in? You're so big. Why are you so big in the frame?
Are
you trying to dominate me?
In various ways, but not like this. What do you mean?
Why are you so zoomed in?
No, you're the one that's got 8 inches of head space.
No, I don't
you.
like this.
What?
I don't like it. I want
this is just classic. This is classic Genius Bar. I try to like jump into the news, and then you're like, random noises.
I don't like it, Sam. It's fucking with my. I said mucking.
Okay, fine,
it's fucking with my feng shui. No, that's too big.
Are you happy,
Sam?
Are you happy?
I'm gonna hang up.
You can't do that.
See, that's better.
Is it? No, it's not.
That's
now my
better.
head looks like a little pea.
No, it doesn't.
My head's like the size of your mouth.
Now we're
right
good.
Now.
We're fine. This is good. Okay, what were we saying?
Oh, I don't know. I don't really remember after I was verbally assaulted on my own podcast.
Oh, yeah, the M1 Ultra. You got the new update for Final Cut. Is it worth it? Is it terrible?
Yes, it's good. I got it, and it's definitely improved. I wouldn't say that like the export or something is improved, but the timeline performance is definitely better. That's not the thing that matters.
Bro, the
That's
M1,
one of the things that matters.
Listen to me. The M1 Max chip has its own dedicated section for encoding.
Yeah?
An M1 Ultra is 2 M1X chips. So now we have 2 dedicated
M1X?
sections
That's
for
not
encoding.
a real chip, dog.
Fucking M1 Max, whatever. God damn it.
Sorry.
I host an Apple show. Okay. So the M1 Ultra is supposed to have 2 of those in there. Or no. Yeah.
Yes.
It's supposed to have 2. So where that at?
Not supposed to. It does have 2.
So where that at?
It's been there since it launched.
It's not using it. So why do you buy? Why pay for the other one if it doesn't use it when it's exporting?
What are you talking about?
You said the export times are the same.
Before and after the update on the M1 Ultra. I'm not saying it's the same as my M1 Max.
What? Isn't that the problem right now? Is that the M1 Ultra is exporting essentially at the same times as the M1 Max? I almost said M1X again. Isn't that the issue?
The M1 Ultra is faster. It's not It's not like twice as fast.
But it's supposed to be twice as fast.
No, it's not supposed to be twice as fast.
How can you say it's not supposed to be? It's double. It's literally physically double.
That's literally not how chips work, brother man.
It's supposed to be.
It's not, no, Apple is the only one that's doing this doubling thing. And Luke Miani talked about this. We need faster cores, not just more cores.
I know we need that, but
yeah.
that's not where we're at yet. We're not on M2.
Well, I know we're not on.
The
M2
question
yet. I'm
is,
zooming a
why
little bit.
spend? You zoomed in again, you little fuck. The question is,
There we go. That's medium.
is spending the money on the M1 Ultra worth it at this point?
For me, I'd say yeah. I still think it's worth it.
Because when I bought that thing, I was like, yo, it's going to be kind of whatever for like the first month or so. But then they're going to update Final Cut and it's going to be great. And then they updated Final Cut and it's not great.
I mean, it's great. I think it's not like it's not gonna double the performance. But I knew that. I wasn't I guess you were expecting this update to like somehow double their performance.
Yes, if they're like, okay, these are the speeds right now with Final Cut, but they tested it when they presented it on stage. They were using an unreleased version of Final Cut, and so this isn't even taking advantage of all the extra stuff the M1 Ultra has. They released the update, and now it's just like M1 Ultra who?
M1 Ultra U. I will say, I believe that there might still be hope. I'm trying to check really quick on Apple's website because I believe the version of Final Cut that came out was a different version than what they said they tested it with.
Okay.
Let me find Final Cut. Like, go down to the page. So, never mind. I just read it wrong. That's gonna be my bad. No, it's 10. Okay, never mind. We got the update that was promised. So never mind. Let's just forget I just made that up.
Okay.
I swore it was 10.6.3 was what was on the site. No, it was 10.6.2, and that's what dropped.
Okay.
There are some other stuff though. There's like duplicate clip detection.
Okay.
That's Korean language support. Are you not up on your Korean?
No.
Well, then yeah, you're gonna be disappointed because
I
that was
missed
the
out
main
this
update.
month on my Korean stuff.
I'm happy with this. You're not happy with this?
To be fair, I don't have my fucking Mac Studio yet that I'm supposed to have. It doesn't come until early next month, so
I can't believe that you still have that's how I feel
can't
about my
believe
car.
they're so hard to get for people that are not me. Just like if you're listening to Genius Bar right now and you're like, man, that does sound good. I want a Mac Studio. Good fucking luck.
Well, it's just specific ones that are really hard to get. Like the base one, I'm sure is going to be in stock pretty soon.
Do you think so?
Well, me and you returned like 4 of those between
Yeah.
and Luke.
Don't those just go into refurb though?
I think so.
And we're not going to see a refurb Mac Studio for a while.
No, it's usually 5 months, 4 months
Something like
after. I'm sure they have a threshold for when the stock reaches something. Where do those sit, by the way? Like where are just like these hundreds of
Tim
or
Cook
thousands of
sits
Opens
on 'em.
Mac Studios? There's like the little chair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody should make a chair out of Mac Studios. That'd be kind of sick.
You
That'd be a
can't.
big
You cannot
flex,
buy
too.
enough to make a chair.
It would take years to accumulate enough. But that made me think of this. We sort of touched on it last episode or the episode before with tech reviewers getting products early and then having to give them back. Like we assume those products go to the refurb store, right?
I mean, yeah, right?
I mean, that's where everybody else's returns go.
Yeah.
So what is the difference between Apple sending a reviewer a product and a normal person buying a product and then returning it? Isn't that the same thing?
That's a good point. They're going to the same place when you give them back. You would assume.
Just saying, I'm here. I see all these peepers on Twitter. Dude, Twitter has been crazy lately. Like, do you feel like it's just been like a little
the fucking
fire?
Elon stuff, bro. Oh my God, I forgot about that. And I did not touch that. I have a strict rule. I'm not touching that shit on Front Page Tech. Hell no. Bad business move. Bad business move. Because
pussy.
I love sharing my opinion, but that is too divisive, and there are stupid idiots. The Elon Bros, man, they're rough.
I can't believe that we agree on this. I thought you would be like an Elon stan in this situation.
Hell no, absolutely.
Because I totally agree with you.
Yeah, we agree. So I saw someone like you had tweeted, and someone was like, "I can't wait for John to weigh in. He probably doesn't agree with you." And I was like, "Nope, let's say 100%." Actually,
I love your tweets because I don't know, the Elon bro culture is really weird. Like, don't get me wrong.
Weird.
There was a point in my life where I was a minor Elon bro, like in high school, like before my brain, I guess, had developed.
Yeah.
Where I was like, rich guy do car stuff and rocket. He do rocket and car. Rocket and car. Bro.
It's like there needs to be a distinction too, because people assume that because I think this is bad or I think it's stupid that I must hate Elon Musk. And I double hate, the people that if I disagree with this, they're like, oh, so pretty much what you're saying is you hate free speech. That's such a disingenuous, like that's a
not the
gross
argument.
thing to say. Yeah, it's just like
that's not what the argument is.
To dismiss you, they make it like good versus evil, and it makes like it completely shuts down a two-way conversation and shows that you're incapable of having a conversation. When you're just like, oh, you hate free speech, you pigeonhole someone into being like, yo, you must be evil then. Instead of like, hey, why don't you like this? It's like, no, bro, you're evil. You're pretty much Hitler.
I think my perspective is also like, I feel like I'm pretty able to be free speech on Twitter. Like,
you haven't been blocked yet? Banned?
I mean, listen, I'm not tweeting conspiracy theories all day, but like, I don't know. I listen, is there a bias in tech against people that are particularly conservative? I'm sure there is, because a lot of people at the companies are more progressive.
Yeah.
Now, listen, the part of me that is also very progressive agrees with that. But at the same time,
oh, they're going to shit on you in the comments. They're typing right now. I can hear the clickety clack, and they're already started.
Well, that's why I wanted to follow up by saying, like, I believe in free speech. I believe that anybody should be able to say what they feel, even if I disagree in my heart. Mm-hmm. So I want platforms to be open to that. But I guess I also perceive for the thing that I agree with the most is the people that claim to be being silenced are the ones tweeting about being silenced. So I'm like, how are you being silenced if you're still talking about like you're still talking? I wouldn't know that you were silenced if you were silenced. And I think that's where my big breakdown with that comes from is like, usually it's just like you said something like really offensive or horrible or potentially illegal if you're like inciting violence on people against the US law. And then you get banned for it. And people are like, oh, they're silencing me. And from my view, I'm just like, no, you're just a bad person. But also I agree with you in the regard that it's Twitter's platform and they should be able to do whatever they want. Yeah. Of course, I'm not consistent in my views about Apple and being able to do whatever they want. I'm aware of that before everybody says, but yeah, like it's a crazy time.
I mean, I feel like we don't need to like fill people in, right? At this point, they've heard, right?
Yeah, Elon tried to buy Twitter.
Yeah, Elon is in the process of trying to buy Twitter. I love
which is a horrible.
I think it was a Bloomberg headline or something calling it a hostile takeover attempt. I think it was Bloomberg.
Yeah, I mean, which is, I mean, part of that's true.
It is kind of true. It's very interesting because I have a lot of problems with how Twitter handles stuff. Like, I do believe they silence conservative views, a lot of conservative views, and I feel like a lot of the times they do label that as misinformation or conspiracy theories when it's not, or it's a conspiracy theory at the time, it's misinformation at the time, and then a few months later it comes out like, oh, actually that they were right, except now they're banned. And a lot of the people talking about being silenced are like, yeah, they might be able. They're still saying they're silenced. So they're not technically silenced, but maybe it was like a tweet that had been taken down, or maybe they're talking about being silenced on behalf of someone else who can't speak for themselves anymore because they're banned. And I've said this on Front Page Tech. Some people on Twitter defended me with this when people were like coming at me because of my tweets about Elon. I have publicly said on the record countless times on this show especially, but on Front Page Tech also, that I completely disagree with Twitter silencing people. I think that's stupid, and I don't agree with it. But I also don't think that anyone should be able to force Twitter to... I don't think anyone should make up the rules for Twitter. It's their company. They can do whatever they want. That's what I think. And so I disagree with what they're doing, but I don't think we should force them to do... That's how a private company works. And the Elon thing, though, is like, I strongly believe for why Elon is doing it. I get that. But I don't think Elon should be the person to have it. And I think that it's fucking ridiculous that that these people we have Elon on this, like, I don't know. We think Elon is like a god and he can do no wrong. And thank you, Elon, for saving this and like for free speech or whatever. But if you think this is about free speech, I think you're pretty goofy. I think you're silly. I think you're missing the intentions. And I think that I think that Twitter's rules need to be changed. I think that it could benefit from a lot of changes behind the scenes, but I don't think that putting a meme lord at the top of it because he has all the money in the world to do it, and I don't think we should cheer anybody on for that. I think that's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, also like the veil of like the Elon majesty was like wiped off many years ago now. Just like, I don't know if you remember when he like those kids were trapped in the cave, and then he just like called the diver that saved them a pedophile.
Oh, and the dude, I vaguely remember that. Yeah,
the dude was not a pedophile. He had no record.
Yeah,
that wasn't real. He just said that and literally objectively slandered the man.
Well, do you know why he said that?
Yeah, because they didn't use a stupid little submarine.
Well, yeah, that but also, I don't even know if I should say this out loud, but it's part of the reason why I don't think it'd be a good idea for Elon to effectively make the rules. So, Elon is socially awkward. He has some communication issues, and the things he says, he thinks that they're okay, and he thinks they're okay for a few reasons. He says whatever he wants because he can, because he's fucking rich. Mm-hmm. And he's risky like that. He's edgy, but also he has Asperger's. Yeah. And there's like, especially if you're listening to the show, watching the show, if you have Asperger's, you know, I'm not discriminating against you or anything like that. Not at all. In fact, you're some of the smartest people on the planet, and that's why Elon is where he's at. Because, I mean, not solely because he has Asperger's, he's also very smart as it is, but there's something like those people are geniuses. But in Elon's case, he's also very socially awkward and doesn't have a full, because of that, but also because he's rich and at the level he's at, he doesn't have the understanding that is necessary. Twitter as a team, you know, they built this platform. You know, many employees have come and gone, but they built this platform learning and hopefully having a better understanding, because they've been doing this for so long, of social needs and how to run this social platform. But when you bring someone in that is entirely socially awkward to make the rules for a social platform, you can tell he's disconnected with some of the tweets that he's made about, like, if you buy Twitter Blue, you should get a verification check, and just like just goofy shit where it's clear that he doesn't have a full understanding. Is like, what? I just don't think that unless he could show us that he had a plan for a good team around this. Yeah. Which he hasn't presented to this point that I know of. Because right now it's framed as just like Elon's going to take over and he's going to make the changes that he thinks should be made. I don't know. I don't understand where people get this concept that Elon can do no wrong and like everything he says and does is perfect and he should make all the decisions for every company ever.
I mean, it's just stan culture in general. Like there's just so many things. I mean, I don't know. I think it's just people see, I guess it's sort of the idea where just because somebody did so much great, it doesn't mean they didn't do wrong as well. Mm-hmm. Like, no one disagrees that like Elon pushing space travel and like Elon being the reason that electric cars are where they are right now. That's not a bad thing. That's great. Those are amazing. Like I drive a Tesla. I've directly supported him in his ventures. Like I'm buying another Tesla. Yeah, I'm buying another Tesla like as soon as I can get my hands on like a new Model S. Like I love the company's cars. At the same time, I guess I feel this way about Apple as well. Like there's a lot of people that do our jobs that do the same kind of thing. Like Apple can do no wrong. And whenever Apple does do something wrong, they just find a PR narrative that fits with their stuff to make it sound amazing. And that's cool if people want to do that. I'm always someone that's like, I'm just going to be, I don't know. I guess I try to pride myself on like seeing through the BS. So like when Elon says he's going to buy Twitter, I mean, they're like, just for a small example, like I don't know if you know what the site Electric is. It's run by the same guy who founded 9 to 5 Mac. Yeah. And they're like this crazy big, like crazy numbers electric car site because they were one of the first out there. And they've said things about Elon that he hasn't liked, and he's like banned them from press events and such. And like he's been publicly like against them. So I'm just kind of like, again, like you said, people they're like, this is free speech. No, Elon's going to do whatever is in his best interest.
Yeah.
Anyone criticizing Tesla, if that's his platform, he's just going to kick you off.
Yeah.
Like,
and I mean, are you,
it's just
I'm
a bad
confused,
idea.
like, are people, can you really not see a pump and dump coming? Like, are people, do they not see that? Like before it even becomes public, here's what's going to happen. Before it becomes public, the Twitter is effectively turning down the offer. Elon is already going to dump. He's going to be out because he's going to know before us. And so before the public knows, and while the shares are still up, he's going to pull out. And you could argue that, you know, he's worth hundreds of billions of dollars, you know, and that money is like nothing to him. But how do you think billionaires become billionaires? It's like because they make moves like this and this builds up and he put so much into and not blackmail, but the way he was like, you know, depending on your answer, I'll have to reevaluate my contribution. Yeah. Like the shares that I put in, I might have to take them out if you don't accept my offer. That's just how it is. And then because he owns so much of Twitter, because he owns nearly 10% and he pulls out all his shares, then all the share, and then this news comes out, the value price of Twitter is going to drop, and then it's going to open it up to be bought by anybody. The price is going to be so low that Mark Zuckerberg, like anyone that wants to buy Twitter to get rid of it, is going to be in the market. Like everyone is talking amongst themselves right now. Mm-hmm. Mark Zuckerberg, these other social billionaires are talking right now, waiting for this to happen. Because by being valued publicly on the market, Twitter is kind of just up for sale. That's how it works. And once that price drops, it's gonna get very spoopy. There's my word again. It's gonna get very spoopy once Elon, and it's like he knows it's gonna happen. He knows he's gonna fuck them, and that's
he did the same thing with Dogecoin.
Yeah,
that people are still standing him. Like he literally inflated the price so much. Like he does that with Bitcoin and other. Yeah, I'm the same way. It's just like how do you not see? I guess it's just like you haven't really thought about it. Like I've done things in my life where I've been blind, and it's like usually just because I haven't taken a breath and thought about this thing like from A to Z. You know, it's just sort of like I like Elon. He says what he feels, so he should buy Twitter. It's like, dude, you don't know what that means, bro.
And also, Sam, we can be honest. This is a safe space. It's just bros. Mm-hmm. Do you think he's bluffing? Do you think he's been bluffing the whole time? Because I do.
Well, I listened to an interesting. I listened to the Vergecast recently. I would love to have I've said this before.
Nilay?
Yeah, I would love to have Nilay on the show, but he doesn't follow me yet. I don't know if he follows you, but I really want to reach out to him and just hit him up. Anyway, they were talking about this, and somebody one of the reporters.
Dieter follows me. I could probably get Dieter to reach out.
That'd be cool. Mm. Although he doesn't even work at The Verge anymore.
But it's not like when you leave work, you forget your friends.
You forget your friends. When I quit, John, I'm just gonna be like, I've never met you.
Nilay, who?
Yeah. So she was saying that this report. I'm sorry, I can't remember her name, but that basically the offer was not like in cash on the table. It was sort of like, I have the money because I'm Elon. But like I don't actually have an account with the amount of the sale. I thought
he explicitly said like in cash.
He said funding secured.
Okay,
but it would basically require him if he was supposed to actually do the sale, it would require him, from what they were saying, to actually sell a lot of his Tesla stock.
Yeah, he doesn't
have the money. That would make Tesla investors unhappy.
Yeah, people are like, oh, he's the richest man. He can do whatever he wants. Bro, he doesn't have the money. He doesn't have that in liquid cash. Yeah.
He could sell his, I think it's his money. He has the rights to sell his shares.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants, but it requires him to pull it from somewhere else.
Yes. So basically, yeah, like you said, a lot of, I think, firms are like, oh, we got to get in on this. I think I saw somebody else was about to do an offer. I mean, I guess I'm just kind of I'm pretty happy where Twitter is.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I don't need it to be sold. I'm just so scared that somebody's going to get it and ruin it. Because Twitter is my favorite social by 10x. I just love it.
Oh, it's
I
great.
love every part about it. And I said that.
I wouldn't go that far.
forever.
I think a lot of things can be restructured and changed. There's things that I don't like. I don't like the silencing of conservative views. I don't like that stuff. I don't like banning of accounts that you don't like. But that's the thing. The First Amendment, freedom of speech, doesn't protect you against social platforms. It protects you from the government. And the government's not running Twitter. And so Twitter can do whatever the fuck they want. And that them's the rules. That's it. And I would be all for Elon. Like, it sounded when he was like, he put a poll up. I don't know if it was about the edit button or something, but he's like, the consequences of this poll will be very important. And that was before we knew he bought shares at Twitter.
Yeah.
And it started to sound like he was considering making his own platform. He even tweeted, does another platform need to exist? That would be fucking cool. I would support Elon doing that all the way. But we always complain about billionaires being billionaires and having this money to do whatever the fuck they want. But because it's Elon, we're like, oh yeah, billionaire be billionaire. He can do it. Just buy the company, man. He could just buy the whole company. To me, that is fucked up. He could, yeah, and right now, like, Twitter hasn't officially responded. They haven't said no, but they've set up a poison pill scenario. And Vanguard has increased their shares in the company. And so they've responded without responding, because the issue right now is they can't just say no. They have to, the board of directors at Twitter has to make it clear that it is in their best interest to decline the offer, because the money ultimately is for the shareholders. It's supposed to go to the shareholders. So if it makes more financial sense to allow Elon to buy it and everyone makes more money, that is, they have to be able to come to the table and convince the shareholders why that's not a good idea. And so to do that, they have to say, Elon undervalued us. Our potential is much higher than that. We can make more than that. And so without officially responding and saying no, they sort of have, because they've set up the structure in place to decline this offer in a way that, makes sense financially. So this is not going to work. And I even tweeted, this is not going to work. And people replied why isn't it going to work? Just because you don't like it? I'm telling you, this is not going to work. It's not what the board of directors wants. It's not what the shareholders wants, and they will fight against it. And I have no fears that Elon is going to take over Twitter at all. I don't believe it's going to happen. I think he was bluffing to begin with, and I hate the mass good versus evil, free speech bullshit that this has created with the Elon bros. And I also hate that just by talking about this stuff, people get angry because we don't agree with Elon. No one said we hate Elon. I like Elon a lot, actually. I don't think just because I like him, just because he's someone that I like, he should be able to go around doing whatever the fuck he wants. And I think he needs this as a reality check, because currently he just says and does whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah. Dude, know what else makes me feel like I can say and do whatever I want?
Go ahead. It's been a while.
Mac Weldon, baby.
Yay, new sponsor of the show.
I don't have the soundbite yet, so we're just going to have to make it. Dude, John, what if I told you that I've been wearing Mac Weldon the whole time? I've been wearing it the whole time, dude. This shit is bussin', bro.
Are we allowed to say that?
It's in the copy right here.
Okay.
It says Mac Weldon is the most bussin' shit. Oh, sorry. No, that's my copy. That's not yours. Guys, you want to look good. It's springtime. You got to look good. They got the daily wear system. All the clothes work together. Listen, I got these sweatpants. You can go on my Instagram and see them. I got some gray ones.
Did you really
gotta
just
have some
put an ad for your Instagram inside the ad for Mac Weldon?
I didn't say my handle. It's at iup.date. But yeah, so I've got some sweatpants. I've got this shirt. Dude, it's so soft. My titties, man. I mean, they're like smooth. I have to wear no bra or anything with these.
Are you wearing their Ace sweatpants and sweatshirts from their new Atlas collection?
I don't have the sweatpants on because they're in the wash, because I wore them almost every day last week.
Oh,
but yes,
almost every day.
No, I was wearing them constantly. They did not turn pink like my other clothes. Thank God. In the wash.
I like how the copy says, to be honest, I live in mine, but you literally just said you had them on for a week.
They were very good. It's because they were really soft. No, they I wore them so often.
I
wore them out when I usually wouldn't. And you know why? And this isn't in the copy. when I first went on there, it's like, oh, I'm 6'2". I can never find pants that fit me. This sucks. I'll just have to get shirts.
Yeah.
They have special tall boy versions of the pants.
Yep.
I've seen that on like one other site before. Dude, and they fit me like nearly perfect. It was so cool.
They should just name it the Sam Collection.
Let's talk to me. Hit my DMs, Mac. I'm here. I want to do so much. Let's work together. No, this stuff is awesome. I've used it constantly. Like I said, like, it's just like the perfect wear out, wear at home. It's phenomenal. It's Mack Weldon. And guys, when you go to mackweldon.com/genius and enter promo code genius, you get 20% off.
20% off is a huge amount. Like we just say that number like it's nothing, but 20% off of your first order, that's a pretty big amount.
So guys, check out Mack Weldon for yourself and save 20% on your first order. Visit mackweldon.com/genius and enter promo code genius. Again, John, would you say that that's mackweldon.com/genius and enter promo code genius?
I would. And by the way, thank you, Mack Weldon, for sponsoring the show. New sponsor for the show, mackweldon.com/genius. 20% off your first order. And all you got to do is use the promo code genius. That's the show, and that's what you are. Okay, thank you,
Can
Mack
we get
Weldon.
more fashion sponsors, please? I love the fashion sponsors.
We can tell.
It's just too easy.
We need Supreme. Where they at?
Dude, if I ever got to be like on a Supreme ad, life would be fucking complete.
Would you quit YouTube?
Life will be complete. We're manifesting that right now. Shit, maybe.
Shit.
So was there anything more to say about the Elon situation
No,
other than we don't want him to do it?
I don't know how to say it where it like comes across as like, I don't know. That's the thing with these people, the Elon bros. It's like no matter what you say, they will never be satisfied. It's like they're just angry at you for everything always.
You ain't gotta please them.
There's nothing you can do.
I don't worry about it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying how I feel, man.
So you're against it, is what you're saying?
Yeah, no, I don't think Elon should take over. And I'm not. You were like, I love Elon as a person. I'm not a big fan of Elon as a person. I feel like he's kind of a douche. And there's things like, I've never met the guy, to be completely fair. This is just my media perception. I would love to like meet him one day. There's so much I would have to ask, and I believe the man's a genius, and I love what he does. Like I love all of his stuff, but I think the way he carries himself in public disappoints me sometimes for somebody with that much power. And I think what I'm just trying to say is I would probably carry myself in a slightly different way. I don't know. Just something that particularly rubbed me the wrong way is like he tweeted something that was like anti-trans the other day for like people who are trans, and I was just like, why? Like it's just kind of like an 8th grade meme. Like you said, it's just like socially, it's like he doesn't get that there's he consequences. Does not,
like that. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons for that, but he is very socially awkward. Like it's like if you were in a room with a person that spoke like that, you'd be like, oh, bro, maybe don't. But because he's Elon, we're all like, he's so edgy and says whatever he wants.
He can't help that. Like he's publicly said on, and it was SNL that he was like, I have Asperger's, and that's something I know very little about. I have no idea how that impacts a person on a daily basis.
Makes him amazing at running these companies like Tesla and stuff, but like maybe don't take control of a social company. That's just a thought.
Yeah, I just don't like. Maybe his approach would have been different if he would have like gotten a firm and like done it like slowly. He was just kind of like buy it or else because I'm Elon, and I was like, again,
because he wants to pull out. This was his plan all along. Was to fucking ditch.
My dismay with him comes from how he carries himself publicly. I don't doubt that he could be very amicable in person.
Yeah, it's gonna. We already had like.
I haven't really seen a ton of that.
He's like, all the Elon bros are like, oh, he's perfect. Nothing, he can do no wrong. It's like the equivalent of him being like, look, we made this Cybertruck and the windows are shatterproof. Then he buys Twitter and he finally throws the stone at the window and it fucking breaks. And shocker,
a bunch of micro abrasions. Yeah. So that was that. The internet's on fire.
Yeah, no problem there. That's fine.
You know what else is on fire?
I thought you were gonna do another ad.
That I do usually go, you know what else? No, we got some leaks this week. I think this leaked like moments after we recorded last week, right?
Yeah, but that's incorrect, right?
No, I think this is real.
I thought that came after that was a Mophie charger.
There's one that's similar, but I don't believe the Mophie had these cutouts on the side.
Are you sure?
I mean, this is from Charger Lab. Like,
Uh-huh.
this is their shit. So I just feel like they didn't get this wrong.
For audio listeners, we got our first look at Apple's upcoming 35-watt dual USB-C charger. What the fuck would that be for? Just to sell it?
Just for fun. I mean, it's definitely gonna have GaN in it. You can tell how small it is, which is the gallium nitride, which people like the partners Spigen I've worked with have done forever. We love you, Spigen.
They didn't pay for this.
I
want to censor out their name.
no, I like them. Yeah, I mean the charger's fine. I don't know. I will say I'm not a huge fan of the folding design just because those tend to be a little flimsy. I kind of just prefer the in wall, but you also get to make it a bit thinner and
easier to travel with.
I mean, it's fine. I don't really have a huge interest in this. Like, I'll definitely get it and try it out because I'm me, but I'm not. I don't think that this is like groundbreaking. It's like, okay, Apple's done what everybody else has done for 10 years. Next. It's not.
Yeah.
Unless there's some special software inside or something. I'm not sure.
So, and then there was like a Mophie one that came out, and it was like, okay, so that's not real. People were claiming it was Apple's, but then it wasn't. It was Mophies, and that's what I thought this was. Oh, also the new Beats Studio Buds came out that Sam leaked on Front Page Tech. Yay! Hooray!
Hooray! They're here. They're nice colors.
Yep. What are they?
Well, it was my leak, so I can tell you: sunset pink, moon gray, and ocean blue.
Hooray! They finally came out.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting. Apparently, these
Did
are
you include that
really
as
well.
a U leak on Apple Track?
For me?
Yeah, you
No,
said
that's
it.
definitely, dude. Also, I don't know. I felt like I was on the Mac Rumors good side for a minute, but there's been like 3 things I've been directly attached to recently. They've just not mentioned my name on their site when reporting on it. Like, they reported on this leak, and they were like, the leak comes courtesy of John Prosser.
Oh, I completely skirted past the fact that you're the one that said it.
Yeah. And then when we did the stuff with Luke, they did not mention Apple Track or my name at all.
It's
for the Mac
because you have
Studio
a competitive website.
But 9 to 5 Mac always seems to link. I mean,
9 to
Mac
5
Rumors
Mac
and I went.
Isn't Mac Rumors. Run by
I know,
different
I'm just
people,
saying.
and 9 to 5 Mac likes you.
Yeah, I just feel like I have a much better rapport with. But I also I follow a bunch of people like Joe on Twitter, and they always seem friendly. I feel like there's a disconnect that I miss. And I also always link to Mac Rumors on Apple Track, like in so many articles. Like it's not like I'm also like skirt. I always try to attribute, unless I just miss it. Like, it's never my goal to like hide links or like prevent. No, I don't care about that. I'm trying to do it right and be a proper journalist.
You said hide, and I laughed for a second.
Why'd you laugh?
Because of Mark Gurman.
Do you want to talk about that?
No, we don't
Mr. Prosser? No, we can. You just called it an asshole.
Petty. It's so petty, Sam.
I don't know. I don't get it, man. Again, this is somebody else that I feel like a great rapport with.
Like the day that they launched, basically, Gurman tweets out, new Beats Studio Buds coming in gray, pink, and blue or whatever. And so I just tweeted the colors. I assumed that he knew that we leaked it because they wrote articles. There was articles about it, but I don't know. And forgot about it. Like, completely forgot about it. And then in our group chat, actually, because we have a group chat. It's you, me, Ian, and Luke. And I think it was Ian. He texted a screenshot showing that Gurman had hid my tweet. And it just like the fact that it just calls more attention to it. And the fact that we make YouTube videos and our job is to make fun of shit. It's like, how could he not think I was going to notice and then not make fun of that?
Dog, I think he took down the tweet after your episode.
Wait, did he really?
I can't find it.
Scroll down.
What day was it?
It was last week. Oh my God, I think he took it down. It would be April.
I can't find it.
Keep going. Oh my God, did he really?
Oh, here, let me just look at Apple Track and see what day I wrote the article.
Oh, yeah.
So it would have been on
in Front Page
April
Tech,
12th.
I made fun. I photoshopped him on a box of Sour Patch Kids.
That was pretty funny.
And it looks like he deleted the tweet entirely. Yeah, it's gone.
Checking April 11th, April 12th.
Yeah, it's gone. Oh, no, there it is.
Oh, no, we found it.
Take it back.
No, it's still there.
Did he unhide it?
I think he did unhide it.
He unhid it. It's too late. We already have the proof. We already took screenshots of him hiding it. But people have been on him like he tweeted something about China, and they're like, "Are you China's censoring stuff like you censor Prosser or something?" It was just like people have been tweeting him. Don't do that. I wish I could make fun of somebody without the audience also making fun of them.
Bro, you have to tell them to not.
Then they're not. It's like Gurman hiding my tweet and expecting us not to talk about it. If I say don't do it, they're gonna go do it.
No,
they just do the opposite.
My audience listens to me. I have control over every single one of them.
I bet you do.
Okay.
Anyway,
I want to discuss this.
Okay.
Bro, what the fuck, man? The Apple Watch Series 8 is going to have a temperature sensor, but it's not going to be used for temperature.
So how is this working? What is happening here?
Literally, the first year, Gurman says, it's only going to be...
No, we can't say his name. We hide his name now.
No, I'm a Mark Gurman stan. I don't care about you. I love Gurman.
I wish Mark Gurman would buy Twitter and take it over, man. That'd be so cool. Everyone would be hidden.
Goes MIA.
Yeah. No, he lets me tweet. It just shows up in your timeline as hidden. Or no matter what I type, it just comes out the same. It's just like Mark Gurman is correct always. He's the best, and that's every time I tweet, that's what everyone else sees. But I see what I originally typed.
So basically, he shared that the app. At first, it was like maybe the Apple Watch isn't going to get a body temperature sensor this year, and now it's like no, it is going to get the body temperature sensor, but it's going to be limited the first year to literally only telling women their changes in temperature to know when they're going to get when the baby sauce is going to make a baby.
Gotcha. When the
that's
baby
what
sauce.
It's saying.
I mean, that's a cool feature though. That's a cool feature too.
No, this is awesome. And like, that's something I've made. I don't know if you watched my video, but I meant to make it very clear that like, this is incredible, but it's like, can't you just tell me my temperature? Like if it's on here,
yeah,
why not? Like, it also seems weird to introduce this and put out a feature for half the population rather than focusing on something that like every person can use.
Yeah. It could also just be like a lead up to the being available for everybody. Maybe they're just not confident in it enough to bring out accurate temperature readings. I don't know.
Here's what I'm saying. This is the first time in my life something hasn't been built for me, a man, and if this is how it feels, I fucking hate it. This is the fucking worst. Is this how you guys? This is how the women feel every day.
Yeah, that's it.
I also loved all the comments last week. They were like, "Sam, I respect women." Also, Sam, so whammon.
Female is derogatory. Anyway, whammon.
My mom told me this. I saw her. She goes, "I hate when you say that. That is so offensive."
When you say
whammon? Yeah, I was like, wait, whammon's offensive? Like, she was like, yeah, it's like you're saying women are dumb. And I was like, what?
That's just a funny way to say.
Yeah, it was just like,
woman.
I got that from PewDiePie.
Yeah.
That originated from PewDiePie. And I've just picked it up in my vernacular because, like, it's funny. I'm not, I hope people know when I'm saying that. I'm not, like, calling women something. Like, it's just.
Whammon.
Yeah. Like, I didn't think that was offensive. My mom was offended, and she's a woman. So, sorry, Mom.
I think everyone here knows that it's from PewDiePie, so it makes it less offensive, maybe, hopefully.
I guess, yeah.
Whammon.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is cool. Will Karina use this? Are you guys going to have a baby?
I hope not. Dude, I'm at I want a baby. Dude, there was a phone. So we have voicemails this week, a lot. We're going to take your calls. One of the calls, it's not included in this episode, but one of the calls was like talking about how, I'm nearing 30. I should, figure this out and I should end my 20s with a baby. And I'm like, bro, I like my freedom so much. That's why I don't have a real job. And I'm in a weird position where like, I don't want a kid. But also, fast forward, I would be upset if I died without like having a kid to take care of me and carry on my legacy.
Well, here's the good news and the bad news.
Give me the good news and the bad news.
The good news is you don't have an expiration date for those little spermies.
That is correct.
You're good. You won't ever be shooting. Well, you might shoot blanks. I don't know your personal history, but now whoever you want to have a baby with, they will have to be. That's kind of fucked though, isn't it?
What is?
Like the women, like that's like a big stressor for like a lot of like women.
Yeah, like the clock is running out.
Like that would, dude, that would I would tweak so hard if I was women.
I'd be like,
I gotta. But like, I don't know. You know what I also stress about that I really don't have to anymore?
Go ahead, Sam.
No, take a guess actually.
Well, that you don't
think. Wait.
You used to stress
think about it. That I don't
it
have to anymore.
Food?
It is food. You got it right.
It's food. Yay! HelloFresh.com/genius16, bro. No joke. So we just had HelloFresh tonight before the podcast. And
Nice.
Karina and I literally had a second. We're like, this is so fucking good. Sorry, ad read people. I have to swear to get my point across. It, like, literally every time we have HelloFresh, there's been a couple meals here and there. We're like, that's kind of iffy. But most of the time, every time we have a dedicated conversation about how great HelloFresh is and how we wouldn't have had this meal if we weren't part of HelloFresh. Because we're not chefs. We don't think about putting these ingredients together and having this sort of meal. It was like a pork bowl that had like ground pork in it. Ooh. That was soy sauce and rice and zucchini and also like these ribbons of carrots. Like you peel the carrot to make ribbons lengthwise that look all fancy, and there was like a sesame seed oil sauce. Bro, I wouldn't think of that. How do you think of that? It's because they have professional chefs that meal plan for you, and they put all these recipes together, and then they send you the ingredients, only the ingredients you need, no more, no less, so you don't have a bunch of extra in the fridge. The portions are perfect. They give it to you however many times you want. So Karina and I, we're 2 people, so we get it for 2 people 3 times a week. And we have those every single week, and it's so good, and I'm so grateful that we have HelloFresh.
John, it's because you get farm fresh seasonal produce and easy to make recipes delivered right to your door every week. And the ingredients travel from the farm to your doorstep in under a week.
I think that's why
always fresh.
Sam and I have talked about this, and I can't confirm this, but I don't know why the ingredients in HelloFresh taste way better than you would get like at a grocery store.
I think it is because they do go from they don't have to probably sit in a grocery store for like weeks when it's stocked like, and stuff. Like, that
there's
makes
that
sense.
too. Yeah, I feel like they take the carrot man.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the carrot man gives birth to baby carrots, they take it straight from that to us.
That would be the carrot woman.
The carrot woman, yes.
Because the carrot woman was wearing the body temperature Apple Watch.
Yeah, so she knew.
And that's how.
Yes, so she knew when the baby carrots were coming. And then I get the baby carrots, and they're delicious.
So that's why, guys, listen, you can go to HelloFresh. Sorry, I should say this verbatim. Go to HelloFresh.com/Genius16 and use code Genius16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts.
Thank you, HelloFresh, for sponsoring this episode of Genius Bar. You're my favorite. Okay. Go get HelloFresh or else you're not a fan. If you don't get HelloFresh, Elon Musk doesn't get Twitter. Okay.
What?
Okay. All right. Do we have any news? Should we start taking calls? What should we do?
I feel like there's a couple more things I want to talk about news-wise.
Hit me.
WatchOS 9 is getting a low power mode. Thoughts?
Sweet.
Refresh. Sick. You're not really a big watch guy. Like, I feel like you don't care about.
I wear it every day.
But you didn't used to.
No.
It was only when you got this new one, right?
Yeah, I didn't used to. I'm only wearing it because it looks cool. That's basically it.
Do you wear it in your videos?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I wear my sleeves down in my videos. Sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't. Yeah, I wear it, and it's mostly like, honestly, for me, I use it mostly for notifications, so I don't have to check my phone.
Yeah, I use it. I think when you texted me today at the gym, like I love that I have my AirPods 3, which are the best AirPods, by the way. And it says they're not, best.
Sam.
They're just simply the best. They're so much better than AirPods Pro. It's crazy.
I'm very excited for AirPods Pro 2 this year. Very, very excited.
I mean, I'm excited to see if they'll fit in my ears, but I don't have high hopes.
Why don't you just make it fit?
What does that even mean?
You know. If women got to make it fit, bro, you got to make it fit. You know what I mean?
The baby?
Before the baby.
Bro, I don't know. You must not be a 2-inch
Unless you're
warrior.
a woman that doesn't like that. That's okay, too. Don't want to be offensive to women. Ladies.
The ladies. News, Distract didn't go on. AR
headset delayed until 2023, but I thought we already knew that. Why is it in the news again?
Because I wrote about it because it came from your guy, Jeff Poo, who you made fun of, and
Jeff
we're racist
Poo,
against.
He's back, 95% accurate. How cool.
Okay, there's what is going on here? Who runs this site? I mean, this is a bit much, I'd say.
That's a
for
lot of ads. I don't know who did that, but that's a lot. So
Well,
Jet
okay,
Poo,
it's
50% accurate, says it relates to 2023, so that's Gurman and Poo.
Yes. So that is 2.
Gurman Poo.
Yes, Gurman Poo and maybe you. Okay, that was bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's an exciting one.
No, I don't care about that one. Next up, the iPhone. You're so sad.
I can't believe it took us this long to get to it. Apple's 9 new Mac computers with an M2 chip inside revealed. Should we run down the list?
Dun, 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 dun. Although there was someone here that he missed, which I just realized. So yeah, redesigned MacBook Air, redesigned Mac Mini, low-end MacBook Pro for sure this year.
Yeah.
M2 and then maybe an M2 Pro and the Mac Mini.
Yeah.
And then new 16, 14-inch MacBook Pros and a Mac Pro.
No mention of an iMac Pro, though. And he's been saying, of course,
or
there's
an
an iMac Pro.
And he said there was going to be an iMac with M2 in the past.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
we got to look at the M2 chip, so that's cool.
It sounds like this M2 is coming at WWDC.
It does sound like that, yeah. I mean, we're supposed to get 2 different Macs, a Mac Mini and what is it? M2 MacBook Pro?
M2 MacBook Air, and then I think we're going to get
M2 MacBook Air and potentially new redesigned M2 Mac Mini, or not redesigned. We'll see.
It's gonna, dude. How would it not be redesigned? We
Who
leaked
said
it a year ago, so it must be on time.
Yeah, sounds about right. And Quo said that it was redesigned, but then recently he said that it's not redesigned. And also he said, so in this list for Apple's 9 new Mac computers, Gurman says that the upcoming MacBook Air has the M2 chip in it. That's one of the computers with it in it. But like a couple weeks ago, Kuoming Chi tweeted, because he does that now, that the MacBook Air is coming with the M1 chip and not the M2 chip. Did you see that?
I don't remember.
Pull it up. Type Kuoming Chi and then like M1 chip. I included the screenshot in Front Page Tech.
There we go. Oh wait, this is Mac Rumors. Until they start crediting me. Here we go. GSM Arena.
His tweet should be in there somewhere. I don't know where. No source.
There we go. Hold on.
Take us to the source. That's it. Processor M1 chip.
Oh, did I not write about this?
Well, he tweets in the middle of the night and everyone misses it.
No, this was just at 6 p.m. We have no excuse.
Oops.
New Kendrick album on May 13th. Freaking so excited for that.
Yeah,
Let's
so
go.
cool, bro. Wow. Okay.
I just had to say that because I need to mention that Kendrick stand. Yeah, and then no mini LED. What? Come on. But he did say new color and new form factor.
Yeah.
So.
He's one of the only people that corroborated my MacBook Air leak.
Yeah.
Nobody. It was like a year ago where he said, or I don't know, maybe less than a year ago, where he said that it was going to be flatter with no wedge design.
I don't remember that one.
I will look it up. I know it exists.
Take your word for it. Okay, so that was the M2 stuff. We got a reaffirmation from Gurman. Sorry, was there anything else you wanted to say?
No, that was it.
Okay. But, I mean, speaking of more M2 stuff, like the Mac Pro and 7K new Pro Display XDR are coming.
Yeah, that's exciting. I am excited about that.
Very excited. Very excited. And Gurman says it's going to be coming this year.
Oh, cool.
And maybe the 7K display, and we'll have potentially a webcam.
If it's coming later this year, does that mean it gets announced at Dub or no?
Dude, but my thing is, would they really announce 2 new M2 computers, an M2 Ultra Mac Pro, and a 7K display on top of macOS, iOS, watchOS, and tvOS?
That would be cool.
Like, that just seems like a lot for a dub.
I would like that, though. I would still like that.
My only thing is, like, I don't know. I guess Macs like are on fire right now. I just like, Macs are great. I'm just kind of spoiled now.
You're bored because you have your Mac now. You have the M1 Ultra,
why.
so you're just like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah,
you're not. I'm more excited about Macs than iPhones right now.
I mean, I guess for me, like the Macs that I care about came out. I wanted,
so
MacBook,
you're
like,
clocked
I'm not
out,
going to use. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Even though the MacBook Air will be beautiful in colors, like I'm not gonna use a MacBook Air. You know, I'm not gonna use the Mac Mini.
You're not interested in the Mac Pro?
No, the Mac Pro will be interesting. I mean, listen,
I could see the Mac Pro coming later this year because if they're gonna do if they're gonna do 2 Macs in a couple months at Dub, then they need Macs for later this year. So I could see Mac Pro coming later, like being announced later too. No appearance at Dub.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. That's a pretty curious thing. Also,
iPhone 14 Pro models, the dummy units or whatever those are called, 3D printed
not
units.
To flex the molds.
Not to flex.
Listen, not to flex, but I was the first website to write about this.
Oh, that's cool! Yay! Did
I'm gonna
anyone
give myself
mention you?
a round of applause. No, of course not. Of course not. Even though, again, this is, dude, I can't tell you how many times this has happened in my career. Shrimp Apple Pro is, a news source. I just have a good read for this. And I'm not trying to brag, even though I absolutely am. But a lot of sites, I don't want to say that I have the pulse on things early sometimes.
But most of the time.
But a lot of the time I do. That's all I'm going to say. So this is awesome. We get a look at the models, of which, John, there is no Mini. There's no iPhone Mini.
Yeah, we knew that.
Hooray. We hate the Mini everything.
Yeah.
We hate the iPad. Can you show me? See the iPad Mini?
Bro, do you have a dent in your iPad Mini? Sam, is there a dent in your iPad Mini that I bought you for your birthday last month?
Cut out. Can't. Look, it's chop. Beat. I can't. So Apple also did something cool with the other iPhone 14 leak. John, did you see it's still going to have USB-C? The
I
iPhone
need
14
you to tell me if you
USB-C.
dented your iPad Mini birthday present already. How did you do it?
Hold on.
Sam.
It's not exactly a dent, I wouldn't say.
What do you mean? You posted a picture on the Genius Bar Twitter, at Genius Barcast on Twitter, of it on the fucking ground, and I could see a dent in it. What happened, bro? What did you do to it?
It's not
How does it have scratches?
This actually, I really haven't used this more than once.
I got
it
it for
impressive.
your birthday last month, Sam. It hasn't even been a full month, has it? It hasn't.
I don't know.
What did you do?
I don't know.
What did you do to it to trade it?
I don't know how it got
manner?
there, okay? I just saw it.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
No, you're not. Oh, by the way, I did want to bring this up.
Nice deflect.
This is a mandatory Genius Bar announcement. John and I will be doing episode 69 live together in person.
I like how we haven't planned that out, but he's saying it out loud.
But it will happen. I saw a comment. It got like 15 thumbs ups like instantly. So we will find a way. I don't care if we both fly to Chicago. We both
beat you with that iPad Mini that you've already dented.
Yes, I will bring this, and we can have like a little iPad Mini like sword fight or something.
That sounds like gay sex.
Hey, what's wrong with that, John?
Talk about a nice 69th episode. Am I right?
You do have a fiance. Anyway, what do you think about the Apple 69 and the iPhone 14?
What? Yep.
By giving it the lightning port.
I thought we knew this. Yes, it's not going to be lightning, or it's not going to be. Whoops. Audio listeners just went, what?
Yeah.
It's not going to be USB-C. Of course not. It's never going to be USB-C. Fucking drop it. Never. Never, ever.
Okay. Well, let's calm down, mister. I covered this in my video 3 days ago.
Bro, it's never
I just didn't cover this yet.
This
is what my whole video is done and ready to go. That's tomorrow. Thank God.
Is it about that?
Yeah. I worked, but
I haven't even filmed yet. I haven't even written the show, and I'm going to write it and film it and edit it and have it out before you do.
Yeah, I'm not going to upload it probably till like 11 or something.
Why?
Push it. I don't know. Last time I pushed a video at like 9, 10, it didn't do well at all. So I think that I should
keep trying times.
Just keep going. What was I going to say? Oh, but I have a theory.
What is your theory?
Because your theory in your video was, of course, like everybody else's theory. You're like, it's for the money.
It's not just for the money. No, that's not what I said. But go ahead.
I thought that was what you said.
No, your comprehension skills are not great.
Okay, tell me what else you said then.
I said that, okay, so the biggest issue right now is scale. And so they switched connectors. One time they went from a 30-dot connector or 30-pin connector to Lightning. So they've done that one time. Think about how many iPhones were on the market when they did that. Not that many. I mean, comparatively, there were a lot, but not. Now we're talking hundreds of millions of iPhones on the market. That now you're going to switch the connector and you're going to have to make everyone swap accessories. You're not going to do that twice. You're going to do that one more time. And if they're going to do that, it's going to be for portless. Think about it right now. USB-C would not be an upgrade. It wouldn't be a feature. It would just be a stopgap, and we'd have that for what? Maybe 1 year, 2 years before we go completely portless.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I don't remember you saying all that in your video,
to do that.
but
I did that.
Agree.
I did say that. I literally said USB-C is not an upgrade. It's not a feature. It's a stopgap.
Listen, I agree, because that's my point in my video, is that Apple basically waited too long.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
Remember those rumors that said, like, from decently reputable sources, that Apple was testing USB-C?
They most certainly have been testing, yeah.
Yeah, I think that they were thinking about it, and they ultimately decided against it. But I think they were like, wait, it's too late. Because that was my point in the video, is like, you think they're going to switch to USB-C, everybody buys new chargers, and then in a year again, they're like, actually no USB-C or anything at all. Yeah. So that was my thesis. Well, and the fact that Apple likes to control their own shit.
Like, yeah, and it's what I said. Like,
it's partly about money, but I don't think that's actually the main reason now.
What is the program called? The MFI?
What?
Made for iPhone?
Yeah, made for iPhone program.
So the MFI program covers Lightning. Effectively, any third-party manufacturer that is MFI certified. The exact percentage is not disclosed, because when you do that, it's under an NDA. But effectively, if you sell a product that is MFI certified, Apple gets a cut. So you sell a third-party Lightning cable, Apple gets a cut for that. They do not have, so that's proprietary, obviously. They do not have any wireless charging. Qi, the wireless standard that they've been using, is not proprietary to Apple, which means it can't be MFI certified. How did they get around that? Well, shipping phones for the last couple of years with MagSafe in them, and they keep doing that. As people start to upgrade, a lot of market share will be iPhones with MagSafe, and guess what is protected under the MFI program? MagSafe. So it's like AirPower wouldn't have, like, I wonder if that's another reason why AirPower didn't work, because it wasn't proprietary enough.
Yeah,
like, they're not just going to let people wireless charge their iPhone.
God, it would have been so cool, though. Like, the promise was still awesome that you could charge anything anywhere.
Yeah,
like,
they tried.
What the fuck?
I made a boo-boo.
Did you hit the end?
No. Am I still recording? Yeah, I'm still recording.
Our audio, but not the actual show. Now we're recording.
Sync. Clap.
Oh my god.
See my iMac right here?
Yep.
I was going back and forth because the camera's over there, and I was playing with it from the bottom, and I fucking hit the power button.
So that means it's time for the idiot bar.
Idiot bar. Wait, we didn't do our last ad read. We haven't done the last one.
And that's why we're idiots, guys, because we didn't go to school in code like Codecademy.
We should have. Codecademy, everybody. Welcome back to the show, Codecademy. I'm not still in the frame. Don't hit the
You
button
see
again.
us? We are washed up YouTubers that are idiots. You know why? It's because we didn't change our career. There's never been a better time to be a programmer.
And Sam and I have been thinking about quitting YouTube.
But mainly Sam.
To be a programmer.
You literally learned how to code back in the day, right? You know a decent amount.
But I self-taught. That's not the way to do it. I wish Codecademy was around back then.
Well, that's because, John, with Codecademy, you can learn coding languages including Python, HTML, CSS, SQL, JavaScript, Swift. Swift is on there. They have a whole course for the Apple programming language. It's an Apple show, of course. If you don't know where to begin, Codecademy points you in the right direction. John, I know you. Would you say you like to learn at your own pace?
I do. I like to learn at my own pace. I don't like bosses. I don't like schools. Don't tell me what to do. I just want to learn when I want to learn, how I want to learn. That's it.
That's perfect. Well, then that's Codecademy, man, because choose what you learn from building basic websites to artificial intelligence. John, you can make an AI.
That's what I want to do. That's what I'm doing that right now. I'm going to Codecademy. I'm trying to AI myself a new host. I'm I'm slowly getting rid of you, phasing you out.
No.
A host that doesn't say whammon.
I guess if that was you, then you would want to join over 50 million people learning to code with Codecademy and see where coding can take you. What?
What if, so that's just like, if I know what I want to do. Like, I know I want to do Swift, Mm-hmm. What if I didn't know?
Oh, well, John, no matter what your experience level, you'll be writing real working code in minutes.
So if I didn't even know what platform I wanted to start coding in, I'm just like, I want to code. Can I go to Codecademy and then walk me through and help me decide?
They would. They will
That's
help
great.
you from scratch.
Could I get any money off?
Yeah, you could. John, you could join over 50 million people learning to code with Codecademy and see where coding can take
That's not what I asked. Could I get any money off? You
can get 15% off your Codecademy Pro membership when you go to codecademy.com and use promo code GeniusBar.
Yay!
That's promo code GeniusBar at codecademy.com to get 15% off Codecademy Pro. The best way to learn code. CODECADEMY.com, promo code GeniusBar.
Thank you, Codecademy, for sponsoring this episode of Genius Bar.
And thank you for the specificity in the CTA. We love that.
We're back. Okay, it's the Idiot Bar. Now it's the Idiot Bar. Go ahead and do the thing, Sam. Okay, to start this off, I have to pee so bad, dude.
Oh, dude, we gotta get through these voicemails. Like,
no,
we're already
I have
well
to
over
pee,
an
or
hour.
I'm not gonna get through any of the voicemails. We'll
then
be right back.
You gotta play one and then stop. You gotta play one and then you have to go pee and run back.
Okay, I'll try to play one and
you have to be back. You die if you don't make it back.
Okay, I die.
Pick the longest one. Yeah, you die.
I don't know what they are. They're not labeled.
Sucks. Better not pick a short one.
Okay, here we go. This is for you, Sam, while I go pee. Are you ready?
Okay.
Voicemail, Here we go.
Well, hello there, Samuel and Jonathan. This is Herbert, and I'm calling y'all from Quahog. I wanted to give you some show feedback from your last week's show. I love that y'all were talking about Rufus. Rufus are right up my alley. Stop talking about them boring-ass computers and things and keep talking about Rufus. All right, we have a great week now. Bye.
What the fuck?
Well, I was going to leave and go pee.
I wouldn't. I don't want to be alone after hearing that. Bro, you're going
Herbert?
to FaceTime bed with me. I don't want Herbert to be anywhere near me, dude.
Herbert from Family. Dude, we need more voice impressionists to call in. That was great.
God.
Bravo. Unless it wasn't an impression.
That was real scary. Wait, was that a character?
It's Herbert from Family Guy, the old man.
Oh, I've never watched Family Guy,
Bro,
but that made me scared.
Wow, what a waste. Okay.
I know. All right, we better
Next
play now.
one. Here we go. I don't know.
Hey, Sam and John. Great show, by the way. Been following since day one. My name is Christian. I'm from Miami, and I'm an iOS developer, and I want to ask you something. For me, it pisses me off when people who are not developers want to see not developer things at DubDub. Like, please, it's a developer conference. Let it stay a developer conference. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks.
And John is dead. Round of applause, everybody. John is officially died. Guys, this is now the Sam Cole Show. Welcome back. I'm going to be your host for the day. Welcome back to sunny Cupertino. We're flying in a helicopter right now. Traffic on the freeway looking a little... Please, is he back yet? This is actually kind of hard to do. This is kind of a sick remix, though. You never seen this from John. All right, he's definitely like taking a number 2 or something. Oh yeah, you died. You're dead. R.I.P.
Did I die?
R.I.P. that Jussie.
It sounds like it's over. Did I die?
Yeah, you died like 20 minutes ago.
I feel so much
So the
better,
question was from Christian from Florida.
Christian from Florida. Sounds sexy. Okay.
He had some bones to pick with us.
What was it about?
He said, and I quote, it pisses him off when people want WWDC, the Worldwide Developers Conference, to be anything but a developers conference.
Oh, I kind of see that. Honestly, like we're all like, oh, I want this to be there.
I mean, I get it because like that. But to be fair,
we get like 4 events a year for us.
Oh, I was just gonna say we get 2 hours of that week. The rest of the week is for developers. It's not like the only thing Apple does is the keynote. So my argument
is called
against
the developers conference.
Yeah, I know, but my counter argument, respectfully, to Christian is that I really hope it was Christian. If it wasn't Christian, I'm just an asshole. We'll call him Chris. My argument back to Chris. Wait, no, he called himself Christian. That's definitely what he wants to be called.
Okay.
My argument back is that you guys get the whole week. We just get 2 hours of that week. So I think it's actually fair for us to say what we want from the keynote. I will not speak on what I want the entire week.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And also, they are inviting developers this year, select developers. So, I mean, they didn't invite
Christian,
us.
Are you going to be there? Christian, can you hook me up if you be there? I won't ever say anything bad about Dub again.
I hope so. I kind of agree with Christian. I think that's a good point. We get so many events a year just for us. They should just do developer stuff. But also, I want to be selfish. I want stuff too because I need YouTube money. Okay. Next question.
Hello, Sam and John. This is Wes, and I am from Cornwall, Ontario, Canada. I was just calling to ask you guys what you think of the new subscription model for the upcoming iPhone 14. If you guys are for it or against it, or like if you think it's a good idea, instead of buying the phone, paying a subscription fee for it. So anyway, thank you guys, and have an awesome day.
Thank you for your call.
Thanks, man. You as well.
I think we talked about this on Luke Miani's podcast, but not our own.
That sounds right. You want to go
That
first?
sounds right. What did I say on Luke Miani's podcast? It's for poor people.
You can say whatever. It's like you have to like remember the consistency. We're not shooting a movie.
I said it's for poor people, but it's a joke.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think it makes iPhones more accessible, the new ones more accessible. We already have. I'm just curious what it looks like because we already have the iPhone upgrade program.
Yeah.
But that is like, it's not the same thing. This is not the same thing as paying installments monthly, where you're paying an installment towards actually owning the device. That's not what this is. It's like a subscription, like anything else, the same way you pay for Netflix. And because you're doing that, you get to keep your iPhone. I'm just wondering, like, if you can't pay or you stop paying, what happens?
Yeah, the only installment you're paying towards is repossession.
Yeah, it's or else.
Or else, yeah, is to debt. So, yeah, we don't know. I assume they're just going to like brick your phone, but then they lose like a $500 piece of hardware.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's an agreement that says like, we will send the goon squad, which is like, would you do that? If Apple hired you and me to be like the goon squad, would you go to people's houses and repossess?
Yeah.
I would do that in a heartbeat. I'd do that for free. They're like, we just want to show, like, these are the sketch ass dudes that show up at your house. It's like you in that mask and me in the black Kanye mask. And that somebody tweet this at us. I'll guaranteed retweet. Tweet a picture of like, this is who will repossess your iPhone, and just me and John together in our masks.
I like how we're too lazy to do that, so we're soliciting other people to do it.
Yeah, I'm on a PC. I can't do shit. For work
yeah, I think it's a cool option. Makes them more accessible. Cool. It just has to make sense. Like, okay, max, Sam, what is the most you would pay a month for an iPhone?
Whatever would be $998 a year or less.
So it'd have to be the same or less of the value of the iPhone?
Yeah, if it was the same, I'll just buy it. If it was like less, I would probably.
So the concept is,
then that is less money out of my. But then how does that work for my taxes? Because I can write off.
You don't write it off.
Yeah, I'll need that. I just paid. Did you pay your taxes?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I got a fat debit from the U.S. government out of my account.
Don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, it's a sizable amount.
Bye-bye. Money.
So yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
I mean, it's probably not the most financially smart thing, but
yeah, it has to make sense.
I like that it's an option.
What was I going to say?
Sorry,
Fuck.
I cut you off.
I don't remember what it was.
Next voicemail.
No, I need to know what it was. You cut me off, and now I'll never know.
You were going to say the iPad Mini sucks.
No, I wasn't. I will never say that. I will never say that ever. You can't. I'm not even going to say it as like weird. Repeating you, because then there'll be a clip of me saying it at all.
It's just one of the weird misses from Apple.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's worth it. It just has to make sense. And that's what I was going to say. The whole idea is that like people upgrade their phones like 3 times a year, every 3 years. So this is like a way to get. That's a disturbing picture. You should just tweet that without context.
I'm going to tweet this out and say new episode tomorrow.
How did I forget again? Okay, so people, just let me talk. People are upgrading their iPhone every 3 years, so it's like $1,000 roughly every 3 years, whereas you could get them to pay $1,000 a year or a little bit less, like where it balances out if they're subscribed to an iPhone subscription plan. So that's how Apple makes money, and in exchange, you keep getting the new iPhone. So, okay.
I like iPhones.
Lots of calls this week that we're going to try to get through in the Idiot Bar this week. Just a couple things. Stop fucking texting us. Please, God. We're not looking at the text messages.
You said if you told them not to do something that your people will do something. So you should have just not said anything.
I just want them to know that we're not reading the text messages.
Yeah.
We see a bunch of them, not reading them. We're not reading the text messages. You don't get on the show with a text message. It's for a podcast. It's audio. You leave us a message. Try not to leave it too long. Also.
Yeah.
Let's like a minute. Try to keep it like a minute. Also. The way this is going to work is next week, Sam and I, whoever goes through the voicemails, we're not going to go back another week and look through voicemails to make it on the next show. So effectively, if you don't hear your voicemail on this show on this week, but you know you left one, just assume that we're not going to get to it. We passed on it. So if you want to, you can call back, leave the voicemail again, and maybe you'll make it on next week. There's just a lot of voicemails, and tried to get through them and include a lot of you on the show, but unfortunately we don't get to include everybody. So if you don't hear yourself on this episode, just keep trying, and I'm sure you'll make it on the show eventually. Okay. The number is 51.
Also, we appreciate you, and we do listen to them.
Yes. And also, a lot of people, I listen to voicemails that I mean, I think I listen to most of them. So even if you don't make it on the show, you can always assume that Sam and I, one of us, heard it. We did listen to you. So leave us a special message if you want. Just warn us if you don't want it on the show. Tell us not to put it on the show. But also, this number is so you can call in on the fucking show. 512-200-2454 is the number for audio listeners. 512-200-2454. Sam, what's the number?
It's we just said it. Can we do the next message?
Okay.
I need more stimuli. I'm sinking quick.
Hey, Sam and Tom. My name is Anthony.
Tom?
I'm from Pittsburgh. And I was just listening to the last episode of Genius Bar. And a lot of people were really hating on the iPad mini. And, so I had to come on here and I had to show some support. iPad mini is awesome. It is amazing. And everybody should get one.
Yes.
It's basically just a smaller, better version of the iPad Air.
Yes.
I mean, the iPad Air is just a shitty version of the iPad Pro. Nobody should buy that. Spend $150 more and get ProMotion if you really need it. But at that point, it's just a MacBook. Then you can still get one of those beautiful mini LED displays on the new MacBooks with M1 Pro and M1
Okay, we're jumping like $800 up from
iPad mini is clearly the best iPad. The mini products are awesome. Mini iPhone battery life a little but besides that, love the mini stuff. Sam, you're wrong. John, you're right. iPad mini, best. Thank you, guys. Bye.
I just wanted you to hear that because I wanted you to know the iPad mini was the best, okay?
Yeah, did you specially pick these out or something?
I especially picked that one out. By the way, next week, you should pick out the voicemails.
Okay.
You have the account login, so that way I don't hear them.
I know. I haven't looked at it
yet.
And
we're going in fresh. Okay, next one. Everyone call in. Sam and I will hear it. And Sam's like, I don't listen.
Next one, Tom.
Go
on, Tom.
He called me John at the end. Why did he call me Tom at the beginning? Anyway.
I don't know.
Hey, John. Hey, Sam. My name is Sylvan. I'm from Placerville, California. I'm a senior in high school. First of all, I just want to say I love your guys' show. It really does get me through the start of the week. I look forward to it every Tuesday. But my main question is I love my Mac so much. I've started a business from the ground up, my web design business.
Hell yeah.
And my main question is what apps do you use most on your Mac, and how do they make an impact on your channel? Also, for the love of God, Sam, please stop using MacBook speakers to edit your videos. All right. Have a good one.
All right, web designer. What do you know about Mac
What the fuck
speakers?
is a web designer? You went to insult him and immediately fucked it up.
What do you mean? You know nothing, web designer. Okay, you've never had to use speakers for something that you look at. Okay, so hop off. How about this?
Mac apps that you use the most for your channel.
100%. I know like 20. Oh, should I go?
Yeah.
This is my part. Pixelmator Pro is the best purchase I've ever made.
Really?
It is what I've used. Not even a
Why
question.
don't you use Photoshop like a big boy?
Photoshop is way overkill. John, I'm telling you, you would touch Pixelmator and be like, it's optimized for the Apple Silicon perfectly.
No.
It's crazy fast.
No.
John, to make a thumbnail, I literally click shift and delete. And from a still image, it will automatically AI crop out my body perfectly without having to trace it. In one click?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that because I've never seen it, but I will say Pixelmator. Pixelmator is Mac only. It's amazing. I use it for all my image editing. I would love to work with them on something. They're just an amazing group of people, and I love them. Final Cut Pro, obviously, that's for both of us. Tweetbot, absolute must for me. I use that every day, constantly, every second of every day. Tweetbot is so good. Bear is my notes app that I use. It syncs between.
You use Bear?
I do between all my devices. I pay for the pro subscription. It's phenomenal for taking notes and supports Markdown. I feel like there's another big one. Oh, Hey email. That's my personal email. So my business email. I use Hey because it has privacy protection. It's a third party. I like it. I feel like those are the big ones that I use like constantly. Logic as well. You know, I'm working on always some things in the works in Logic. Logic is a audio production software.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into too much detail at this point in time, but
you're getting ready to drop that album, that hot album though.
It's going to be a mixtape first, but
I don't know. So obviously Final Cut, Photoshop. I mean, my most used, they're not even Mac only. I mean, Final Cut is Final Cut, Photoshop, Adobe Audition. I still use a lot of the Adobe suite, especially for audio. I'm looking at like my apps on the Mac.
That was just from my memory. I think I forgot some.
Yeah, I don't know what I use. I use Authy a lot, like for authenticating passwords and stuff like that, two-factor authentication.
Oh, 1Password. Shout out to 1Password.
1Password. I don't use that. I use Authy for like two-factor authentication.
You should use
e-drawings for CAD stuff. Oh, I use Ecamm that's what we're using right now for the podcast. That's how we record this. We could live. It's mostly live streaming software, but you can also just record locally. So that's what I do. And that's kind of it. I don't do anything fun. I like Vanilla.
What's that?
It's for the status bar up top. It cleans it all up there. At the top right of your Mac. I use Vanilla.
Yeah. Nice.
That's kind of it.
Is chocolate coming later?
Next question.
Hey.
Sorry.
Okay.
Hey, my name's Emerson, and I'm from California. I'm a professional dancer here, and I am a proud owner of an iPhone 12 mini and an iPad mini, totally on John's side by that.
Yeah.
I love your episode. I was just wondering if you knew anything about a Mac that was going to come with a touch bar. I'm actually a huge fan of the touch bar. I know, unpopular opinion, but my Mac's getting old. It's the 2016 one, and I'm really scared that I'm going to lose it. So tell me what you think I should do if I really want a touch bar.
Yeah, I make fun of the audience.
Did he say he's a professional dancer in California? Because that's fucking dope. I think that's what I heard.
I think he's a professional lame-o if he's using the touch bar and the mini iPhone and the mini iPad.
No, the iPad mini.
I'm just kidding, California man. I love you. You live in California, so you get plus 100 points because of that. So you're only down like 3
Sam's
points.
just jealous because that's where he wants to live.
Listen, I don't know.
I mean, we're hearing rumors that the M2 MacBook Pro is going to carry over that touch bar design, right?
Yeah, but like,
so there's still hope.
I mean, unfortunately, pal, it sounds like a 16-inch is not going to be. That's not coming back.
Yeah.
Well, for you, great for me. I never liked the touch bar and doesn't work for me. I understand there's some people that liked it. That's cool. It's just like I never found it useful.
Yeah.
I mean, I used every version of the Mac Pro that came out since 2016, and it never got better. Like it never improved.
You mean the
never
MacBook
was
Pro?
Yeah.
I think it's just safe to assume
Pro.
that it's gone. Like, there are rumors that the M2 MacBook Pro is going to carry over the touch bar, or the touch bar design minus the touch bar. So it's just like.
Yeah.
But there's nothing substantial coming that you're going to want that's going to feature the touch bar. That's just not, they're done with it, I think.
What if they put it on a Magic Keyboard?
Would you do that?
No, that'd be horrible.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to give him, trying to give the man some hope.
No touch bar. I think it's gone.
I would keep dancing towards the new MacBook Pro. And I would challenge you, even though you like the Touch Bar, I would challenge you to use one of the new MacBook Pros because I have a feeling you would like them way better.
Maybe.
Even if it doesn't have the Touch Bar. Just a challenge.
All right, next question. Oh, thank you for calling. Sorry to crush your hopes and dreams. Next one.
Hey, John. Hey, Sam. My name's Jake. I run a small YouTube channel called Technology and Toys, and I'm from bumfuck nowhere, Massachusetts. I wanted to comment on the iPad Air 5. So as I was doing some research for my video reviewing it, a couple things came to mind. The first one is longevity. I think the iPad Air 5 is going to be the new iPad Air 2, because the iPad Air 2 came out, what, 8 years ago now? And it's still running iPad OS 15. I think with the M1 chip, this is going to be supported for like a decade, maybe. And the second thing is now the M1 is in 2 iPads, technically 3 if you count the 2 sides of the Pro. What if, hear me out, because I know we all say this every year and the cries get louder every year. What if the M1 is the key to Pro apps on the iPad? Now before it was like, oh well, it's only on the iPad Pro. They're trying to upsell us on the iPad Pro, but now what they can say is edit your videos on the go with world-class, industry-leading Final Cut Pro now on your iPad starting at $600. I think that sounds a little more enticing to some people, and I think that could cause
I agree.
A software feature split in the iPad lineup. Again, maybe not. Maybe Apple's just, here, you get an M1. You get an M1, you get an M1. But who knows? We'll have to see. Love to hear your thoughts on it now that you guys had a little bit of time to play with it. Sorry, Sam. iPad mini, kinda great.
Okay, you specifically picked these out, you
hearing what you guys
bastard.
have to say, and I've been watching for over a year now.
Oh, thanks, man.
All right, thank you.
First of all, the iPad mini, let me just respond. The iPad mini is a bad product.
No, it's not. You have
build
one.
quality.
You can't say it's bad. You have it.
I didn't buy it.
And that's not what I heard.
Well, then you heard wrong. What do you think? You think Pro apps are happening?
I mean,
One?
I think they're happening. It's just like...
You tweeted about it.
I know, but that doesn't count anymore because it's been over a year. But I am confident that they're happening. And I think that, like...
This year?
I don't know. Probably not this year.
I was trying to get a quote from you.
Yeah. Yes. No, I don't think they're... I mean, I would hope. That would make Dub fucking awesome.
But
listen, when we heard that, one of the issues was, like, when I put out that leak, they're like, well, that won't happen because iPads are based on ARM. And so we can't have Pro apps on... but now it all makes sense because we switched to Apple Silicon. So now even the desktop apps are on ARM. And the M1 chip is in the fucking iPads. I don't know if I would say that it would come to the iPad Air, but I could see Pro apps coming to the iPad Pro.
No. I think they would come to the Air. I think he has a good point. I guess I've just so beaten down over the years that I don't ever believe the iPad Pro will actually be like good at what it's marketed to be. It's obviously the best tablet experience in the world, but like it's a tablet. It's not a computer. I would
love to see Pro apps come to the iPad Air. I just doubt it because then, like, why buy a fucking Mac?
I'm sure they're gonna be. It's not like you're gonna get the full Final Cut with plugins.
It's Final Cut Pro, kinda.
It'll be Final Cut Pro Lite or something. Like it'll be the essentials and the big stuff and tracking. I'm sure, but it's not gonna be like you're not gonna put like motion VFX stuff. Or plugins.
I mean, it opens the doors a lot. It makes sense a lot for them to do that, especially with M1 on it. It's just like everything lines up perfectly, and this should be a thing already. We should have already done this.
Yeah,
it's like every year that this goes by, it becomes less and less cool once they do it.
One of our most viewed episodes ever was called "The iPad is Fucked." Remember we titled it that?
Yeah.
I think we should do a follow up to that. Ahead of Dub, just call another episode
again.
The iPad is still fucked.
Yeah.
Like, I think we should call it that and just do a follow up discussion because that's something I do want to dive into. That like There's just like sort of we should like both come over with a list of like all the misses that Apple's had with iPadOS and all the opportunities, and just go like just to like illustrate when we say that. It's not like we're just like hopping on the bandwagon. Like I can illustrate so many things that Apple has missed, from the interface to the lack of pro support to the lack of external accessory support until just recently to the fact that iPadOS is nerfed from the get-go, like systemic. There's just so many things. So anyway, good question.
Yeah, good question. It makes the most sense to do, but I feel like, I don't know, Apple's holding out for some reason. I would just love to know what the reason is. But yes, it makes. I pressed the button early. It makes a ton of sense. And I want. Okay.
Yo, Genius Bar. It's Stevie Stats from Delaware Beach. Huge fan of the podcast. One of my favorite shows. I look forward to it every day. I got a question. Why the hell won't Apple give me an M1 Pro desktop? Seriously, is that so hard? I really want one. I shaved my goddamn eyebrows for it. Love you guys. Peace.
Shave his eyebrows for it.
Apple, you got a lot on the line. Stevie will shave his eyebrows. He can pay you in his eyebrow shaving.
He would. Did you fucking spill water on yourself, dog?
No. It's covered. No!
How did you spill so much water on yourself?
I don't know. I have a drinking
on your
problem.
new Mac Weldon shirt.
What if I told you that this wasn't water that I drink every week? It was straight vodka.
I wouldn't be shocked.
It's not.
Be like, you know what, that sounds right.
No.
What was the question?
Why do you not have an M1 Pro desktop? Which the rumors say that the Mac Mini will be getting an M1 Pro. Here's my theory.
They said it wasn't going to come.
Here's my theory. I think they're both right. I think Guo Min-Chi thinks it's going to be an M1. I have a feeling it's going to be a same design Mac Mini, but with an M1 Pro. And then the redesign would be M2.
Hear me out.
Okay.
I think that is not catastrophic, but detrimental to the Mac Studio.
It's an M1 Pro.
I know that. But it like gives you too many options and too many price ranges where it's like, yes, I know, but I think Mac Mini should always be just a base chip.
But
if you want
Mac Mini...
if you want anything more, you're gonna have to buy up to the M1 Max, at least for the Mac Studio.
May I respond?
Yes.
The Mac Mini has never been that way, bro. Apple's never just had one base option for the Mac Mini. There's always been structures, and it's staggered.
Not with Apple Silicon.
Yeah, I'm saying for every year of the Mac Mini sense.
I'm just saying, the rules are rewritten.
Yeah, but my point being, that would be a gap between $700 and $2,000 for a desktop.
Yes.
That is too big.
No. That's perfect.
That is not.
You don't.
What about somebody that wants to spend $1,300? Why would they not offer that? Apple's all about
exactly, because then I think it cuts into sales of Mac Studio.
No, it does not. Mac Studio is for crazy people. Normal people
is
in the mid-range. Yes.
Okay.
$2,000 for a desktop is a crazy amount of money.
I guess I can also
bro.
see that, like, who cares if you buy a Mac Studio or a Mac Mini? You're still buying a Mac, and they get the money either way. So I guess
because they make the money from services.
Nope.
You can subscribe to the Mac Mini if you'd like.
Why didn't they put an M1 Pro in the Mac Studio then?
It's too low power for something that. It's too. You don't need that much. The M1 and M1 Pro are.
That's you right now.
Bro, is this Donald Trump making fun of somebody right now?
Except you're not disabled.
That's how
Sam.
I feel.
I mean, you look like it right now, bro. You got fucking shit spilled all over your shirt.
Stop, bro. That's offensive. You can't say
look at
that.
Look at this man.
I don't. I have a slight. Why is it not drying? It usually dries.
Mac Weldon, it holds on to the moisture.
It's just because it's so soft. The water's even like, I'm enjoying my time. MacWeldon.com.
Here you go.
And let's just move on to the next message because you're talking crazy. How many more of these do we have, dude? We've been going for like a minute.
Just a couple more. I did. What?
How many did you
Are you
pick?
really shitting on them right now?
I didn't shit on anybody.
Are you
except
upset
you?
with how many? Listen, man, I don't see you fucking gathering the calls and listening
Bro,
to them.
I've been going for 12 hours today.
Nobody cares.
Okay, next call.
Hey, Sam and John. It's Daniel from Jacksonville, Florida. I'm a software engineer, and I love your show. I freaking love your show. You guys are so funny. I've got a two-part question for you guys. So the first part, so like the industry standard for the last few years has always been Android coming out with a feature, and Apple takes forever to put the feature in their products, but when they do it right. So what's the next feature that you're kind of hoping that happens for? And then the second part is if you guys really want to, go dollar by dollar, and I want to know how much each of you has spent on Apple products this year. Just 2022 so far, or maybe, I don't know, like the last 365 days. I think that'd be really interesting because I feel like you guys are always buying Apple products. So yeah, thanks for taking my question. I hope I make it on the show. Bye.
You made it on the show. Congratulations.
Hey, congrats, bro. That was a good question. I liked him. A lot of personality for a software engineer.
What is that supposed to mean, dude? You know what that means. Okay. Listen, don't take Sam too seriously. He's got stuff all over his shirt. He spilled water all over himself.
You're telling me you haven't met all this? I went to college and there were a lot of software engineers that were like,
do you really are you really gonna take Sam seriously, dude? He can't drink water without it getting all over himself. The dude needs a bib.
I want to answer the first part of his question. You just did your taxes, so you should have on hand as well the number that you spent on Apple products last year.
Oh, let me pull this up.
I can tell you exactly how much I spent.
Okay, help you say it and then I'll say it because I gotta look.
Oh, actually, I take that back. There's a lot of other things in here. The
last 365 days, because just like 4,000 or 5,000.
Here, I'm just gonna delete.
I just said only 4,000 or 5,000 this year. The last 365 days, though, I don't know. I want to say maybe 15K. And Sam, it doesn't count if the ones that you returned that doesn't count.
Like how much? I know. I'm not reporting that on my taxes, bro.
I thought you were gonna guess the number that you've spent total, but then you've returned some of it, so a lot of it doesn't count.
This is really annoying though, because I have to delete all the other expenses. It's probably gonna fuck up all my taxes. Oh yeah, I already.
Sam, just guess. Just guess.
No, I'm not. I want to get he said dollar for dollar.
I know, but so now you're taking the caller seriously, I guess. I see.
Yeah, I had a chat. When I get chat, all you have to do is call me on something. I'll be like, okay, fuck if I won't. And then I'll get back in. My green screen, microphone. Actually, I don't think it was as much as I thought. Oh, that was what? I spent that much money on Apple products?
Well, how much is it?
Hold on.
What?
Did I really spend that much money last year?
What is it, Sam?
Dollar for dollar, I spent $17,961 on Apple products.
Serious? No way.
What did I buy? Oh, Studio Display was like a third of that.
Oh yeah, you'll do that. Yeah,
literally Jesus a third of that was a Studio Display. So yeah, it was the new MacBook Pro, which was like 5 or 6. Couple of iPhones, couple grand. Yeah. So that was exactly.
I was gonna say 15, but I didn't buy Studio Display, so I want to say probably closer to 10. Well, see, the thing is, I also buy them for Karina. So whenever I get one, I get. So we're buying double of everything. So I don't know if that counts.
It counts. You bought them.
Yeah, I guess, but it doesn't count because it's not that I bought it for me.
You still spent it. I didn't really. You saying that I had a number with all of my expenses, which was but I didn't. So basically, that number of my total was half of that was just buying Apple products for work.
And then what was the other one? Oh, the Android feature that you want to come to iPhone.
Oh, I feel like just right now the super long zoom, like the 100x zoom, I would like to see.
That would be really. Oh, that would be so cool. That's a good one. But we can start with basics. How about a fucking always on display? God damn it.
Oh, yeah. Why? Yeah.
How about an always on display? I'll take that.
Yeah. What? Why are we not?
That'd be cool. Comment down in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube. By the way, if you're an audio listener, there's a video version on YouTube. You should go check it out. YouTube.com/geniusbar, which is crazy that we have that fucking URL, dude.
Hey.
That's nuts. YouTube.com/geniusbar.
What if Apple creates a Genius Bar channel and they're just YouTube's we're taking this away from you.
Yeah, they could too. For now, it's YouTube.com/geniusbar. Leave in the comments on the YouTube version of this. What is an Android feature that you would want to see come to iPhone? All right, last question of the day. All right.
Oh, drum roll.
Here we go.
Hi, my name is Alina, and I'm actually a girl viewer of yours, surprisingly.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't really have any questions. I just wanted to say hi, and I am a viewer of Sam's, surprisingly. But John, you're funny too. I love your FPT. I'm from Florida, and the iPhone Mini is a badass tablet, but I'm thinking of buying the iPad Air. What do you guys think? I'm a college student, and I'm really looking for a good device to help me with my studies. Okay, bye.
We did it! There's
Dude,
a
women
women.
are just so much better.
There's a women. We have proof. It
Just
has
hearing
occurred.
that.
It
Yeah.
happened.
Dude, I hate men.
So yeah, no men next
Women
episode.
are the best. Only women can listen. Only Alina can listen.
So she said, I think she said iPhone Mini, but she meant iPad Mini. Keep your iPad Mini. It's the best for everything. It's the best for viewing content. It's the best for schoolwork. I went to many schools. Also many schools,
No, you
bro.
didn't. You went to like one school.
I went to so many schools with my iPad Mini. I'm in school right now. I'm going to be a veterinarian.
No, you're going to Code Academy.
I'm
You go to
going to Code Academy and bring my
codeacademy.com.
iPad Mini.
So Alina, first of all, we love you. Second of all, I'm sorry. Also, I have a question. What does that mean? I wish they were on the phone so I could like follow up. She was like, I'm a viewer of Sam's, surprisingly. What does that mean? Like she like I was like the worst of the two. I'm definitely the better of the two.
No, I think she's saying surprisingly like overall like that she's even calling, that she's even here, that she's a girl and she's watching us. Sorry,
dude, let's do it. Isn't it like Women's History? Oh no, Women's History Month was in March.
She just missed it.
No, I was okay. So no, I was gonna say we should do like an all-female episode or something, but we should reboot the Genius Bar with 2 female hosts for Women's History Month.
Oh my god, dude!
Anyway,
there's like a fraction of a percentage that of female viewers that are and listeners that are watching this. It'd be so hard to gather them all up. If you're a female, listen, it's like an instant. You're on the show.
Women,
all you gotta do is
John.
call. Sorry, women. If you're a woman, just
and by
call
the way,
and you're instantly
I
on.
talked to 2 of my women friends about this.
No,
and they
whatever
agreed.
you're about to say doesn't count because all your friends are not. What are you gonna say?
I'm just saying that they said very clearly, as the comments on last episode said, that contextually, sure, saying female can be gay. Okay, but a lot of times it is like men talking down to women like they are subordinate.
No, dude, that is just men being fucking assholes. The word is not offensive. Words are not offensive. It's the fucking men that are using it. You can talk down and still say woman. Hey, woman, go make me a sandwich. Saying woman is not offensive. Saying it that way is offensive.
Said that! Nobody said that!
Listen to me. I'm giving you what he said. Don't end the show.
No, we can't.
I thought you were ending the show without me explaining. Listen, I'm giving an example. Saying woman is not offensive. You should be able to say that freely because you're not an asshole. It's the assholes that say, hey, woman, go do this. That's offensive. It doesn't make female, the word, offensive. The assholes saying it in a derogatory way or talking down to a woman, they are offensive. Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I disagree though.
The word
just
isn't
like, just
the
say
word
the word.
female, Sam, is not offensive.
To some people it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
and
is.
They're wrong.
You can't
they
say
need
what's
to
offensive
check
to
their
people.
feelings, bro. No.
No, you can't tell somebody how to feel.
Yes, I can. You can't
exactly,
tell me how
you're
to
a toxic
speak.
white man.
You can't
Alina,
tell me
thank
that
you
the
for being my
words that I've
viewer.
known all
Shout out
my
to
life
Alina.
are different
And actually,
now.
Alina, I think you should buy the iPad Air. It's probably a good choice. I will say if you like promotion,
The
you care about
words are
120
not
hertz,
different now.
I would push you up to the iPad
just how
Pro.
I can't tell them
At
how
the
to
same
feel,
time,
they can't tell me how
like
to say.
that blue, purple color options that they got on the iPad Air are phenomenal. Plus, both work with the iPad, the Apple Pencil. I would say it depends what studies. If you're in like a creative field and you're feeling yourself, I would go for the iPad Pro because it has the extra tech features. You watch a tech show, you're probably into that. If you're just, you're trying to save a little bit of money, but you still want the size of like the iPad with the thinness and the lightness, I think the iPad Air is a good option. Although I will say personally, that 120 hertz display will get me every time. And guys, that is going to be the. Do you have anything to say? Answer her question. Stop being a toxic man. He's so butthurt right now. Oh my God. He's going to cry.
What was the question? Oh yeah. Okay. So to be honest, right? Just let him fucking die, dude. I'm gonna monetize this footage so hard. Let me get rid of this call-in thing. Is he gone? Is he gone? Thank God. The word female is not offensive, okay? Words. They're just words. It's the people using them that are offensive. Can we agree? Thank you very much. Just because fucking Timmy says it offensively doesn't mean when I say it, I mean it offensively. It's different. I'm not saying woman, go make a sandwich, but because there are people that say, hey, woman, go do this, doesn't mean I can't say woman anymore. That's not how it works. Okay, the question. iPad mini is the best iPad mini. We all know that. Use the iPad mini always and forever.
Wait. I didn't get to monitor what you said. What'd you just say?
But for women...
Oh, God. Only women get iPad Air.
Only women get iPad mini. Okay, use iPad mini always. That's the forever iPad. But for schoolwork, it might be beneficial to get an iPad Air so you can slap that Magic Keyboard on it and use it. Type.
Here's what you can do the Magic Keyboard on the iPad Pro. Here's what you should do. Sell the iPad mini, get the iPad Pro.
Don't fucking listen.
I will tell you, you'll be way happier.
No reason you should listen to Sam and get the fucking iPad Pro to use Google Docs, okay? No. You're wrong.
Hey, John, I was curious. I wanted to ask you, how are you feeling, man? And that's all the time we have, guys. We will see you in the next episode.
I hate him!
I'm silencing you.
I hate Sam and I want a different
Silence. Silence. I am the Elon of the Genius Bar. Silence. Yeah, he's done. He's out. He's done. Woo! For those of you still listening, I have to mix the audio myself, so I'm manually turning it down. He just walked away. God, a little crybaby. This is John right now. Love you guys. See you later.